Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever episode of Fuck That's Loud, brought to you by BleedEasy, and the people that make up BleedEasy is myself, HybridMP, and we've got...
Triple-60.
I'm PunksVicious, what's up guys?
Yeah, so this is the first time we've ever done this. We don't know how it's going to go. For us, it's a bit of fun, and also we get to, connect with other creatives and people that are sort of around the creative industry in our sort of area. I said that really weird, but yeah. Anyway, so how do we start this off? Actually, let's start off with how our weeks have gone.
That's a very good start.
Yeah, let's start with that. How's your week gone?
I'm not gonna lie, man. This week hasn't been great. It's been a bit of a pain, but it's the weekend. Fuck That's Loud, first ever episode, mate. I've just been looking forward to this all week. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, first time.
Yeah. So what you been up to? Anything new this week? Any new developments for you?
Working all week. Hence the negativity. However, I was writing a new song at the start of this week, which I was pretty happy with. Yeah.
So
and then as the weeks progressed, just literally looking forward to this, to the first ever time, to the first time we get to record with each other.
Oh yeah.
I know. And now here we are.
Cool. Ben, how's your week been?
Standard work and that. I've been on late, so I don't really get a lot of chance to work on music. But get Fridays off, so that's when I start making the music.
Yeah, no, that's dope. 3-day weekend. You can't really complain.
No one's asked me. I have. I just did.
My week's been alright. So I've just started working from home properly for the first time ever, I guess. As in actually doing actual work. So I work for a company that starts with A and ends on PL. So I'm going to be working from home from them, doing a new role called RCC Advisor. So that's like helping people do the things I do for them in store, but at home. The training's quite intense because I'm just sat there 9 hours a day, mate, in front of this computer in my room or downstairs. But it's just peak situations.
I've just seen your setup. You got like a office in your bed, pretty much.
Like it's
screen next to the bed.
Yeah, he's actually posted on Instagram and saying, "What was it? Duvet day as well as going to work."
So that's been me this week, really.
It seems that there's a lot of work focus amongst the three of us, which I'm not really that happy with, to be fair.
It's just this week, isn't it?
To be fair, though, saying that, last week we were in the studio recording the new BleedEasy.
Yes, we were with Dan Lambert. That was good. A lot of progress there was made because I feel like one thing we've struggled with over the last, couple of lockdowns, struggling with motivation, obviously, because we've lost a lot this year in terms of like gigs, stuff like that. That's really, really like screwed us over big time, and trying to recover from that has really taken its toll on me. What's it been like for you? Obviously, you booked up Will and the People.
Yeah, man. The whole situation with losing Blare has been a massive hit, and that's just in the later part of the year. But towards the start, obviously, it was great in the first couple of months. Looking forward to it, and I spent a lot of January sort of preparing for sort of the summer and putting plans in place, and it all just got taken away in terms of like the clothing, with the music, everything. The only thing that has stayed positive though is obviously that we have, as soon as lockdown was over, we kept going with BleedEasy, didn't we?
We jumped straight back in.
So it's nice to be in a position to, sort of now come out of it and actually finally get back in the studio, which we've been waiting to do for so long with some new tunes. But now we're on a creative wave. I think we're certainly heading.
Yeah, it's got to keep going. It's got to keep going, man, through all this shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good, but it does give us more time to sit on the laptop and produce and make beats and stuff. So
true.
Stuff is coming. It's still coming. We're still on the go.
100%.
So for you guys, question I've got for you guys.
Straight in with the interviewing.
I'm just wondering. I'm just curious. I'm just curious because I haven't actually spoken to you guys about this yet.
Okay.
What's your creative process been like recently? What's being creative been like for you? Have you found it challenging at all? Has it been the same as before? Is anything different? Have you noticed any differences for you or not?
I'd say that my creative sort of
what's been the
influences are
hardest
just coming
bit?
off of new beats. I'm not going to lie, and I know that sounds stupid because that's pretty much where you get most things. But for me as a vocalist, when I get sent a beat, I take sort of inspiration from that and sort of I sit and I listen to it a lot, and then I just hum and sort of find melodies that I want to put to it.
Yeah,
and then I'll finally pick that up. sort of pick something up, and then I'll just keep going over that in my head. Then I'll think, is it an E or is it an U or is it an A?
Yeah.
And you think of a word that goes in that sort of sense.
I feel you, man.
And then sort of as you know, as time progresses, you eventually find more words. Then you get a weird rhythm to it or something, and then you start making it a little bit more interesting than just a standard song, like formation. What's the word?
Formula.
Not formula. What's the word? Structure.
Structure.
You know, so that's how I sort of just go over it in my head and play it, and then think, how much can I adapt this to make it better? And that's sort of how I'd work. What about yourself?
Oh, mate, literally, music for me has been long recently, as kind of both of you guys know. It's taken ages to get back into like making beats all the time, like writing music all the time. I just had a dead spot for literally what felt like forever, when actually it was only a month, you know. Still had bits from like, well, just sat sort of in the pipeline and not really doing anything, because I can't do anything with them. It's just like I'm sat on all of this. I'm trying to make all this new stuff. It didn't really feel like I was doing anything. It was kind of like being in quicksand. But like as you say, we were in the studio last week, so that kind of, you know,
you've had a bit
I definitely think that was the turning point. We went for a long dark summer, and then came out the other. Even though it was, you know, the summer was actually, you know, more free than the spring months, I guess. But it was been pretty shit, hasn't it? We haven't done anything. We didn't play any gigs, and then now we've finally got back in the studio. It's like the wheels are finally going again.
So that's.
You've had a bit of a change, haven't you? You moved out.
Finally.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken to Ben about.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Little old
Ben,
me.
what's your creative process been like in the recent past? Yeah, been the same.
No, literally, just I don't know, kind of a bit different. But I just kind of have waves where it comes and goes, where I get a bit more inspiration. It's kind of been lacking a little bit more, because obviously I think I get a bit of inspiration from playing gigs, and I come back and I want to, because you want to test new beats out, you want to test new songs out, and we don't have that platform anymore. But you know, not forever.
Also for DJing, it must make a massive difference for you as well, not being able to play out your D&B stuff as well as our tunes, you know. Yeah,
it's only kind of at home when you don't, because I have a sub at home, so I can't feel the full bass, so I can't have a full bass response of the tune. But
and crowd response as well, man.
Crowd response as well,
massive thing for D&B, isn't it? Like when you get a fucking you're like,
yeah, exactly. That's when it calls for the reload.
Yeah, exactly. People on the front row screaming, rewind it,
rewind it back. Right. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what's sort of new with us. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you some bits and bobs that we've actually been working on recently. So who wants to go first?
Oh, man, I think
You know what? Let Fxck Steve go first. Yeah, you're up first. You're up first.
Yeah, man.
That feels so weird. Fxck Steve, I usually call you Connor.
My name's Connor.
That's right. I could say Connor the Codpass. Codpass. I nearly said Codpass.
Codpass. Get up there, Chevy.
Compass.
That's a good one.
For the podcast, I'm just going to go with Nigel, man. Like,
no. We're calling each other by our names. I mean, but as long as everybody is quite clear with, you know, who each other are, and as long as the listeners at home all know who each other are,
they probably
which I'm sure you can tell by our rather unique voices. By unique, I mean different.
Yeah, mine's
not unique.
Mine's just jumpy and irritating. I just go through so many different pitches.
I'm very quiet.
But anyway,
we're gonna. No, I didn't mean that. I said like, you are, Ben. You're not quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. He's giving me the eyes, people.
But anyway, back on track. So we're going to show you these new tracks. So we're going to start off with something that Connor's been working on recently with One Wish, an absolutely incredible producer from Cambridge, and I'm looking to work with him too as well at some point. Yeah, so man. One Wish, when you hear this, hit me the fuck up.
So One Wish is we started working with each other on another tune, which is up now as our Ooze on the Ooze session, which we'll talk more after this track about. Well, after the three of us have talked about our individual projects.
He's got the old school thing going on, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got it, man, and he does it all
on samplers and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
old school. It's
cool,
man.
And he's also sound as a pound, which is good to be working with, you know.
Yeah.
But we've got basically we released this on a vinyl campaign. So we made a pledge campaign for people to vote. Not vote, basically buy the record essentially and buy it in advance. We got over 110, man, which is that's a big thing for me.
Big up.
Cheers, guys.
Yes, we need a book.
Thanks everyone in the studio.
Yes, we need a noise.
No one clap, just me. I'm proud of you.
Well, I appreciate it more than you think. And then so we did that, and then we're about to actually, it's coming very soon, which is why I'm playing it on the podcast, because people will hopefully be hearing this sort of around the same time as they'll be receiving their vinyls. And so we're also going to be chucking in like exclusive things like BleedEasy tickets. Loads of ticket.
So you've got the tickets, you've got the merch, and you've got the tat from Danny Blackheart.
Exactly. There's
that?
Tattoo from Danny Blackheart. Tickets to BleedEasy. Discount for BHPCO. All the things that we can chuck in there to make it worthwhile. Anyway, this is the tune. It's called Lonely View by myself and One Wish.
One wish.
Your kaleidoscope, mind compliments your blind empathy, as if the oxygen would break from breeze. You see, remember when my house was a mess, when you'd always have the last toke on the spliff that I left. No, you never wanna walk my way, no. You see, I'm raking dead leaves from a sycamore tree. Sick of every motherfucker getting that bit more than me. Never walk my way, I tell them it's a lonely view. You see, I'm swallowing my pride and it tastes like weed, and I'm sick of cokey notes waiting in my black jeans. They never wanna walk my way, and man, I wanna walk with you. You never wanna walk my way, you never wanna walk my way, you never wanna walk my way. I tell them it's a lonely view. You never wanna walk my way, yeah, you never wanna walk my way, you never wanna walk my way. I tell them it's a lonely view.
So that was Lonely View.
Right, so
Big tune selector.
Thank you very much.
Kind of Lonely View. I guess I'll go next. So the tune that I'm gonna show and tell is a tune called "Everything I Plan to Do This Summer," and this tune I made and wrote.
Tell the story.
I made and wrote it first lockdown. That tune wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Ella Nellard and another girl called Ella. They run BBC Introducing, I think. I think they both do it together. I think Ella's like a producer or something. I'm not too sure, but something like that. But yeah, something came up in the last lockdown, and they were like, do you want to come do a live session for us? And they were using like different rooms in the house. So I was in the first week, so I was in the bathroom, and then the week after was in like the kitchen or something. So different rooms. And it's pretty much about how last lockdown was pretty pants and how I wanted the world to be open again, basically. I should have just said that. That was so long-winded. I just go on and on and on. But anyway,
I think it was well explained. And anyone that is willing to watch the video, it's on YouTube. Just go to BBC Introducing Cambridge. You'll be able to find it on there. It's the one with HybridMP bathroom sessions, which is, by the way, over lockdown, I must have listened to that song 40 times a day. No lie. I was just sitting there watching the video over and over, and I became to love it. And then I was like, we need to get this out on Sabotage.
Yeah, I appreciate you. And we actually got that officially recorded at the beginning of the... Oh, actually, not at the beginning of the month. Yeah, last week when we were in the studio as well. So, this will be out very, very, very soon. So,
very, very, very
Sneaky
soon.
peek.
This is everything I plan to do this summer. Everything I plan to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. Everything I plan to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. It feels like everything I plan to do this summer's gone to waste. Where we need this all to end with a little bit of haste. See, I thought it was a joke, but this COVID is a killer that's legit. Stay inside, don't provoke. We were ill-informed, we were ill-equipped. Now we all conform, can't believe this true. How is this a norm? Are we gonna come unstuck, come undone? Yeah, we all can talk, clutch a straw, searching for a last resort. See, I just want a pub garden. I want a Stella, then a Cronenberg with Ben Carmen. I want a jam with 666 till way past 6 with Jim Beam and Coke. When that's all we've got left, I miss an all-nighter. When it gets a little late, when it gets a little bait, stutter on my speech like a typewriter. Say I'm fine even though I'm in a state.
I say I'm fine even though I'm in a state. I wish to sing my sorrow, laugh and joke like there ain't tomorrow, cause this time is borrowed and I wanna see an endless stream of pretty women in fine linen. Just before I crash and then my night with fried chicken. See, these days will soon be over, just stay inside as long I know. Money running low, kinda glad that there ain't nowhere we can go. Roll another one, take another sip, maybe go for a walk with your lover or your friend. Maybe take time to clear your head, get ahead, cleanse your soul, get back to feeling whole, it's a process. Get back to feeling whole, it's a process.
But yeah, that's just a little snippet I can show you guys right now of that. But yeah, that'll be out very, 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 very soon. And the next track up, we've got.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just recently got an EP signed to a label down in Brighton called Subliminal Recordings. It's going to be called Positive Anarchy EP. Yeah, this will be the title track. I've been working on it for, I don't know, probably a good 4 or 5 months now. I guess it takes me a while to get my ideas
just this
down.
one track?
No, just the
whole
whole project, yeah. I think this one is taking me like the longest. I spent the most time on sort of thing, because I wanted to make it epic.
And it is epic to anyone that hasn't
Thank
heard
you
the whole
very
thing.
much.
Well, which is a lot of people. Not many people have heard the whole thing, have they? Not many
No,
people.
Not when it's not out.
No, but I'm talking about amongst DJs. You know, you never.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. That was
in
one of them.
advance.
Yeah, the lockdown thing. Like, I couldn't send it to anybody because no one was playing out live. So
Yeah.
not many people have heard it, I guess. But yeah, this is Positive Anarchy. Yes, man. Yeah, that was Positive Anarchy. Yeah,
Big
pretty
up.
heavy. For this podcast,
it's a big tune. So first of all, just before we go into the next conversation, I've got 2 things to say. One of which do you prefer making, drum and bass or our sort of music?
Ooh, what a question.
Yeah, fucking right. I was just thinking it as I was listening to it. I was thinking, obviously it's so different to the different styles, but I was thinking, I wonder which one he
I've
actually
always
prefers
thought that
to
as
make.
well.
I don't know
I've
about-
never asked him, you know.
I don't know about prefer. Like, I think hip hop came a lot more naturally to me.
What do you prefer? What do you love more?
I'm joking, sorry, bro. Carry on. Sorry.
We're not asking you to pick a side. So.
No, I'm not.
I am.
don't.
I'm joking.
You picked the wrong one.
Can you let me talk? Or what?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, there we go. And no, I think yeah, drum and bass took me ages to kind of learn how to make. That's why, like, the reason I went to college, just to learn how to make.
That's
not how to make
commitment
drum
to
and
drum
bass.
and bass. I'm going to college to be a D&B DJ.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, because I fucking loved it, man.
Yeah, too right.
But yeah, I think when you kind of approached me and just came, like, have you got any hip hop beats? I was like, no, but I'm willing to give it a go. And it kind of came a bit more naturally. So yeah, I don't know what I prefer, but,
Yeah, but that's also because when I went to uni, I was my lecturer for the first 2 years was the guy called Nominee Sound. Actually, he's worth checking out as well. If you're like looking to get into like production, he runs a thing called Education and Bass. It takes you from, if you're a basic, he'll teach how to use like Logic Pro or whatever.
Easy Tribe.
Yeah, Easy Tribe. Yeah, Easy Tribe. I had to learn to produce from a beginner level to intermediate to pro essentially. And he mainly makes drum and bass. And he said, as a producer, bear in mind he's been doing it for years and years and years. He said, if you can make drum and bass, you can make any genre. As drum and bass is one of the hardest genres to make. The whole 4 or 5 years the whole 3-4 years I've been producing. Of everything I've made, drum and bass, I've always found the hardest.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And you got to hand it to any decent D&B DJ. Because
not DJ, producer. No, producer and DJ are two completely
yes, I know,
different
Nigel.
things.
I just slipped out of my mouth.
It's fine, I forgive you. Just don't do it again.
I won't, I promise.
So I love you.
Easy boys, easy.
It's all right.
Bleed easy.
I've got fucking great boots on, mate. I'll kill him.
Jesus Christ. Back with the profanity. You said you were going to swear less.
Right, okay,
This is England, but yeah,
You're not doing well,
I
bro.
promised my mum before
And
I
I'm
came
pretty
on
bad
here.
at swearing as well. I'm doing pretty well.
Up until that point, honestly, you can rewind it back. I feel like I've actually been pretty
No, you've
well
been smashing
mouthed.
it. I'm proud of you. You make me proud every day. Anyway.
Fuck.
Honestly, I keep feeling like I'm saying thanks. Honestly, mate, cheers, mate. Thanks. Cheers, bud.
Right.
Okay, so the other thing I was
the
going to
clips.
say was, after that, there was the other thing, which I can't remember. But anyway, I'll bring it back to that.
If you remember.
Yeah, no. The only reason I've done that is because I've just seen what's on my screen, and I really need to start focusing on this point now. So, Obviously, with Fuck That's Loud, which is our new podcast project, every single time that we post this show, the main aim is to sort of talk about music, but also just have a general chat with people, well, ourselves, obviously, but also some other people that we love, admire, people that are either part of our musical journey or musical things that people that we aspire to, people that we love, people that we've sort of had influence with, or people that we just admire what they do. And so the first guest that we've got on today, we thought was going to be pretty relevant to ourselves. And that is because we set up a record label called Sabotage Audio. But also before that, me and him also set up a clothing brand called BHPCO, which is basically the whole foundations of everything that we set up with everything we're planning to do in Cambridge, and sort of essentially the basis of our friendship group, all focused around this sort of mothership.
Is it BHPCO now?
Yeah,
BHPCO.
Is
that what you're saying now?
BHPCO sounds weird, cuz.
Yeah, I call it BHPCO. That's sort of the easy way to say it, I guess. Right. But we were always just BHPCO, weren't we? Anyway, in front of me right now we have amazing tattoo artist, owner of BHPCO, owner of Sabotage Audio, lover of all things metal, Danny motherfucking Blackheart. Yo!
Closer to the mic, brother. Closer to the mic. There you go.
Hey guys.
Swan Dog.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Happy to be here.
Nice
we're glad you're here too.
Yeah, honestly, these two have been squealing like little girls the whole time before this show started. I'm surprised Nigel's managed to hold his face that straight the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time listening to you guys.
Because then everyone knows who it is. Because everyone knows I laugh.
Yeah, Dan, while you're here, as if you're about to leave. So, what is new with you? How's your lockdown been? Is there anything that you wanna, share with the others?
Yeah, it's been a bit mental, man. I can't say this year's been great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, normally I'm quite a very busy person. That's how I get all my work done. And then I realised going into lockdown that when I'm not working, I can't really get anything done. You would have thought having all this time off, I'd be able to get loads of shit done, loads of flash done. Yeah. Trying to find motivation to do anything has been really hard. Okay. So lockdown has not been great. But we're back at work now. First week back at work tomorrow as well. So things are definitely looking up. But yeah, lockdown definitely weren't the best. Yeah, no, and like you said earlier, now you're not working, it's quite hard to find motivation. Like first lockdown, I was like, I'm going into lockdown, I've got however long off work. I was like, I'm going to make so many tunes. But literally, you wake up in the morning, you literally, actually, I was about to go off on a tangent there, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
No.
I'm not going to do it.
We should definitely
No. I'll tell you another time.
Okay.
I was about to go off on a tangent. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so obviously we've got Dan on here for a reason, and that's because one, he obviously set up all of those things that we named earlier: Sabotage, BHP, etc.
All the artwork, does all our artwork.
He does all of our artwork. He's also a tattoo artist. Where do you work, Dan?
SA Collective in St Ives.
SA Collective St Ives. Check it out. Book yourself in with him if you don't know. But obviously, one of the main reasons why you're on here is for the love of music. Now, Dan isn't a musician.
Music and art.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the general consensus of the podcast is that sort of there's a focus on music, and people might ask, well, why have you brought Dan on there?
Okay.
And it's
because one of our friends.
Because he's just an artist or things like that. But obviously, we'll also be talking about music. But obviously, you set up the whole thing that we're part of, which is Sabotage. So obviously, Sabotage. What exactly? Just give us a little bit of an introduction to Sabotage so other people know, because people might be listening to this that have joined Sabotage later in the day, but obviously right from the start, you were there right at the start with me, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
How did it start?
The reason I think we did it was just the lack of anything for people our age in Cambridge. Like, how many times have we been waiting to see bands come to Cambridge or waiting for good stuff to happen? There's always one or two things that happen, should we know a warning? You know what I mean? Like, warning was something you always went to, but it's just it would be nice to have something different. And then we were just we put on a party for, I think, one of our friends, and then we realised that we could actually do something from this and start bringing some people to Cambridge and that. And I think it just kind of clicked, and we were like, look, why don't we just do this? Because then we can run it, we can choose who we put on in Cambridge. Yeah. Also, it gives people our friends who are a lot of DJs or people we know that are in bands, we can give them a platform to come and play some music, and
there is so many good music, so much good music. But
they weren't getting a chance. I think that was the thing. There was so much opportunity, and it just wasn't getting taken. And I think we were just like, well, why don't we just do it?
Sure. Yeah. So that's that in terms of events wise, but in terms of your art, this is now kind of branch into the BHPCO side of things. You do a lot of the design work for all the t-shirts, jumpers, hats, all of that. How did you get into doing that? Because I remember at school, your art was very different at school to what your art is now. Because I remember at school, you used to do a lot of I was about to call it graffiti. I call it graffiti as a joke. I always say as a joke, I call it graffiti. I got that from Charles. To be fair. But you used to do a lot of like graffiti sort of stuff. Yeah. So you've kind of transitioned from like graffiti to like ultra dark.
No, there's some cute in there too, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about that, my brother. But just talk.
I think it's we're definitely in school. Like, I've been drawing like my whole life, and it was very much I was into graffiti and street art and all that. And then I think as I got older, I started like finding out about tattoos and getting into them. And then I just took a massive influence from just all the tattoos I started seeing. Then I transitioned from like graffiti and street art and stuff just to kind of everything. I was just always looking at tattoos, just always wanted tattoos, and I think it just kind of progressed slowly into that, and that's where it come from. But I think in terms of like BHP and Sabotage and that, it's just nice being able to make stuff look how I want it to look.
Yeah.
Like,
and he is very good at making things look very pro.
Yeah.
He's 90% of the success.
Did you ever get the spray cans out and ever have a go on a wall or anything like that?
I've done it once or twice, but like
they're different.
As soon as so I'm really good when I've got like pens or anything. Like, I'm really good at anything with markers or like a Sharpie. If I find a Sharpie on a table, I'll draw everywhere. And then as soon as it comes to like picking up a paintbrush, I feel like I'm retarded. and then same.
Is that allowed to be said?
No,
I think that'd be okay.
You use the R word.
We just beat that.
We didn't say it. That's not the views of BleedEasy.
Cool. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, bro.
I feel like I'm a bit. Wait, I can't even say that either. We're just going retarded.
TikTok.
Not again. And then same with the spray can. As soon as I picked that up, it was just like, wow, I thought I'd be so much better at this, and it's so hard.
So your manual dexterity let you down when you needed it to shine.
Ooh,
basically, that's what you wanted to say. That's okay.
Words.
It happens to the best of us. Don't worry about it. Build a bridge, make it dam, put some water on that. I'm joking. But
That was your tangent that should have been left.
I'm only joking, man.
Yeah. But it's just hard, man. I just stick to my pens. But now I just do everything like digital now. That's just how I do everything.
Digital is the way forward.
It's so much easier. I know some people slate it, but like it makes everything I do so much easier.
Yeah, and a lot more efficient as well.
It is like it saves me so much time, and the outcome is so much better.
Yeah.
So what software do you use for that?
So for everything, for the clothing and Sabotage and everything like that, everything I do is on Illustrator. So I'll draw it, like hand draw, or use my iPad to do like an initial sketch or something. Then I'll take that, put it into Illustrator, and then because that works on vectors, so like it's a lot better for doing T-shirts or design stuff. We're going
right down the rabbit hole.
Sorry.
Most things work on pixels, which is like if you see an image and it's like a rubbish image and you zoom in, it'll be all pixelated and like blurry.
Okay, right. Yeah. I kind of get what you mean.
It's like Ben's rolling his eyes up.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? If you get an image, like you go on Facebook and you zoom in, it'll be all
it's like
pixelated.
1092 by something, and the
pixels. Yeah, that's what it is. But some things are really rubbish and some things are really big. But vectors, they don't work on pixels at all. So you can zoom, if something's a vector, you can zoom in as much as you want. Right. So say I make an image that's like this big. Oh no, that doesn't really make much difference to people.
Just a little bit bigger than a 50p. 50p
I can make the smallest little design on Illustrator. And then if I wanted to print it like on a banner on the side of a building, if it's a vector, I could blow that image up to the size of that building and it would not be blurry at all. Okay. Whereas if I made something on, say, my iPad or Photoshop and it was an A4 size, if you then go and make that a banner 6 foot tall, it's going to be pixelated and rubbish. So I do everything for Sabotage and BHP on Illustrator, then all my tattoo work I do on Procreate, which is on the iPad.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to use vectors because it takes so much time to do the vector side of things, which I don't need to spend if it's just
create it like that.
Yeah, so if it's just for tattoos, I can just draw it because I don't need to worry about that's not going to go on a T-shirt, that's not going to go on like a banner or anything like that. So I can use Procreate and use Pixels for that because it's not an issue. But yeah, everything clothing side of things is all done on my laptop, but it just takes so much longer. But it's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth
for iPad though, Procreate is sick.
It's good. It's
for anybody listening, if you've got an iPad like a Pro or an iPad Air from like the last 2 years, if you get an Apple Pencil, there's a really cheap software you get for $9.99. It's called Procreate. It's kind of like Photoshop, but for iPad, kind of ish. No, it's sick. It's good.
It's good. So, mate, it saves me so much. Like ever since I got
dropping
that
plugs
iPad,
now for Apple.
No,
you're trying to get a raise, bro.
No, literally, mate. It's because it's all I've done all week. Mate. I need to de-apple. I don't even feel like I've de-appled because when I'm doing
get
Apple,
banana,
I'm there working in the place. I'm working my room. I finish work and I start on beats. I'm still in in the same room from the start of the day to the end of the day. Do you know what else? Literally, because I start at 9 o'clock. Yeah, obviously because I've not got to like drive to Cambridge or anything to get on the park and ride. I wake up, I'm in dressing gown. It's like 9:15. My training starts in 15 minutes. I haven't got enough time for breakfast or anything like that, but I put that time in there. Make a bit of toast, coffee, and I stay in my dressing gown from the start of the day until I've finished it. So I get dressed for the day at like 6:05. Oh no, I don't put my camera on.
Oh, well, you just put it on and pause it like you used to do that.
He can't admit that on the podcast in case someone's listening.
Yeah. No, I'm not that bad. I smash it out, mate.
He works hard, Apple. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed
Chill.
to say.
Look at his Instagram stories. It says about him working in bed.
No, bro, working in bed. I'll smash it.
They say that your day starts when you make your bed.
Oh yeah.
So Nigel's day hasn't started for a week.
I'm still in it.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that. Please do that again.
Anyway,
I'm joking.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Wait, hold on. I've lost my train of thought. I've lost my train of thought.
Dan, so with sorry, you lost your train of thought.
No, you crack on. No, crack on, bro. Crack on.
No, I've just got one more
I'm a
question
guest
before we
Nigel,
move on to the next part of the show, and that is obviously with Sabotage. We put on some really decent live shows, such as More Like Trees, which I remember you come back from Download Festival that day to come back to the gig.
And I don't regret it at all. What did I miss? Ozzy Osbourne to come see More Like
Which
Trees
I
with the
really do
boys.
think was a bit of a silly move.
No,
but
it's not. Not for. Nah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I love
the
that
experience
gig.
I had. Like when I walked through that door, the boys were there. I didn't even think I was going to be going to make it. I literally drove back from the festival, hopped in the shower, came straight to the venue, and it was sick.
Where was it?
It was we were at Portland Arms.
Portland Arms.
And then Reaps 1 came out on stage as well.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
No one expected.
It was sorry,
nuts.
who?
Reaps 1, you know,
He's like
Reaps
a
1, the
really-
beatboxer. He's really, he's like really,
big.
he's
Oh,
big,
sick.
you know.
Sick, dude.
And he was just there at Portland Arms in
Yeah,
Cambridge,
I
come
remember-
out with More Like Trees. It was amazing.
He started
Seeing
dropping all this like
pictures
drum
of
and
that.
bassy stuff, didn't he? You know, the crowd was going. I don't think anyone expected it. Just
No.
all coming out of his mouth, and everyone was just like, "What is going on?"
But More Like Trees is a small 3-piece band, which is a cajon with a double bass and flamenco guitar. And the singer, Josh Whitehouse, is also an actor. But oh my God, their music is incredible.
Yeah,
Have you listened to it before?
A little bit, yeah.
They're, honestly, if anyone listening, More Like Trees, I can't recommend them enough. Their first album is unreal. They released another album this year in about March time, but it was really good. So they've only got the 2 albums. They don't do much music together, but it is banging. So yeah, check out More Like Trees. Anyway, that word pops up quite a lot. Anyway, it's always the way that you start the next thing, isn't it?
Is that why you wanted to drop for that?
Yeah. Anyway, so every time I say it, I get reminded not to say it.
Anyway.
DJ.
Right. The
Next session is
the next part of the show is a part of the show that we're going to have every single time.
Oh God.
On every single one of the shows. Obviously, you're the first guest, so you're the first person to experience it. But it's called New, Old, and Unheard. We need to get a button for that at some point, don't we? New,
Yeah.
Old, and
Oh,
Unheard.
jingle. We need a jingle, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'll sort it out.
Nah, not that.
Anyway, so New, Old, Unheard.
So what? All right. So New, Old, and Unheard.
this
What
one?
did we say it was going to be? So New is like new. So
yeah,
basically,
let's set the rules right here, right now.
Right. So basically, as I remember it when we were setting all of this out. So New, Old, and Heard. New is like new, fresh music that
How
you're listening
new are we
to.
talking, do you reckon?
Maybe something that you think other people haven't.
I'm thinking, do you reckon
heard.
2020, do you count it off there? Or do you
Nah.
count it 2 months or a week or what? How new
It
are
could
we
be.
talking?
Okay, new and unheard is kind of the same thing.
No,
So
new,
we've got
old, new, old, unheard. So new, old, and unheard. So you what new song you listen to? What old song you listen to?
All right.
And what
Well,
unheard song?
if I go first, a new song that I'm listening to, which isn't even that new a song.
No, it's got to be new, as in it's come out recently. Old, there's new, old, and unheard.
Come out recently.
Yeah.
I don't.
And old goes anything before that. So it could be a song that maybe not. I wouldn't count old as December 2019. I'd count old as in like it's been out for a while, but you've only just started listening to it, or you're only digging it at the moment.
Okay.
Unheard has got to be how many less than, I don't know. You know what level I'm talking about of unheard. It could be
Underground.
any type of underground, basically.
Oh.
And it could be any type of music you want.
All right. So.
Everyone's getting their phones out. By the way.
Right. I got it. Right. So
Spotify
my new has got to be a rapper from London called Shay Lingo. And
man.
the tune, I mean, I've been listening to him for ages. The reason why I really like, I say a lot. The reason why I really like him, I nearly said it again, is I love his wordplay. I love his vocal tone. I love his use of words. I like his rhymes. But that was a bit weird.
I think he's really got something different going on.
Yeah, but yeah, he's
You showed me that
hunch. Yeah, hunch. Yeah, so
sorry,
yeah,
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah,
but,
no, it's cool, it's cool.
But it's when you showed me that, it's not usually my type of music, but it seriously bangs.
Yeah.
Anyone check that?
UK hip hop or grime?
It's kind of like
sort of in between.
It's in between, but like this is one of okay, it's not
Serious
really,
flair.
It's not really my theory. It's not a theory, but I think like obviously at the moment you've got things like drill, trap, but then you've got artists kind of like Loyal Kana who. Like for me, like the way he writes, it's almost poetic. It's like
kind of fit, and it doesn't really fit anywhere.
It doesn't really fit anywhere. You can use his soul beats. If Loyal Kana went on a trap beat, I think that'll sound hard. But I think the next stage in terms of this is just me. Is literally is the age of the lyricist. You know how you tell a story. You know that sort of thing. But yeah. Anyway, I just went off on a tangent again.
No, I think no.
But keep
anyway,
talking, Hunch
sounds sweet.
You got a lovely voice.
Hunch by Shay Lingo.
Sounds like butter,
that's one of
doesn't
my. That's definitely my new that I've been listening to, and that's off of his new album,
okay,
which is well checked.
Hit us with your old.
Okay, so my old. So I've kind of got. Okay, my old.
It's the only one. You can only go for one.
Right,
one answer.
Right, I'll go.
It's hard.
Next month I'll tell you my old, which I was gonna say this time, but this time I'm gonna have to go for Rihanna Desperado. I heard that tune the other day for the first time, and it was slowed down. I hadn't listened to Rihanna in ages, but the thing that gets me is like how the vocal starts up. Desperado.
Oh,
Senena, oh Manegalo. It is so gritty, man. Like it's hard. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it.
There's another one I hadn't heard until you showed me that.
Yeah, it's seriously sick. And Unheard, Unheard. They're not really unheard in my world, but for a lot of people that probably listen, Frankie Stu and Harvey Gunn, they are my unheard. I love them. I love them so much. Yeah, Frankie Stu and Harvey Gunn, worth checking out. They're
actually pretty smashing
it now,
mate,
to be fair.
Absolutely I don't even know. We'll count it as the Unheard, but they're pretty.
Yeah, I know.
They're smashing it now.
I didn't want to say Unheard because I love them. I love them to bits. I'm obsessed.
Definitely not offending anybody.
No. But that'll be my Unheard for somebody who's looking for new music to check out. If you go check out Frankie Stu and Harvey Gunn, one of my personal favourites is When I'm Older. Start there. When I'm Older. So Frankie Stu, When I'm Older. And then Frankie Stu and Harvey Gunn, Sometimes is pretty good, yes. And then Grey, Sometimes, and When I'm Older. Start with them three because you'll get a rough idea of what their sound is kind of like. Worth checking out, 110%. Cool. That's me done. I've done,
PunksVicious. Do you want to take over?
Yeah. What was first? New.
Yeah, no, start. Yeah, new, old, unheard. In the traditional order of which we have only had one person to ever do ever.
I think the new. I think Joji, who's nice, who's just released an album in September. I think the song that I'm going to go for is probably the first one on the album is called Ew. The EW is just really. It's just got a really emotional piano bit in the end. Yeah. And the intro, and I've got a sucker for that, just piano and he's just got such a good voice.
True.
If you listen to a lot of Mike's, you did all that Spotify, like your year on the rewind. If you look at most of my tracks, they're all quite sad.
Really?
It's been quite sad, It
has, just make it worse.
Depressing music. No,
this year's loving.
But I don't think
My Chemical Romance and all that.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't realise that we're actually secretly all emos.
Yeah, that is
man, trust, I listen to a lot. No, I'm not going to go there. Don't worry about it.
I think people probably do realise from some of the photos, but
what from some of the photos? What do you mean from some of the photos?
Well, there's pictures of us literally covered in black makeup.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm fucking
Nigel.
And smiles, my G. Shut up. Say nothing. But now for real.
Okay, so anyway, that's your new one. How did you come across Joji?
How did I come across him?
Yeah.
I think I found one of his songs on YouTube years ago.
Was it YouTube or is it TikTok? Which one was it?
It wasn't TikTok. Okay. So that was quite a recent thing.
I just kind of TikTok, just saying.
A little bit. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny though. It makes me happy.
It's 40.
Times that by 2. How did I find Joji? I just heard that one of his beats and it's just really dusty, like lo-fi kind of emotional, like kind of piano in there. It just kind of.
It's almost like vintage.
Yeah, kind of.
But most lo-fi sounds kind of sound like vintage. don't
Yeah,
they?
and he's like,
that
he's
crackle
really good at his
sounds real
samples, and yeah, it just kind of stood out to me. So I just kind of looked at more of his
sick.
stuff.
So that was your new.
My
What's your
new-
old?
My old.
I'm actually quite intrigued to hear this.
Yeah, so am I actually.
What have you been listening? What's tickling your fancy?
Get to be old.
I'm letting him. I'm just asking him.
Don't listen to this.
I'm nearly there. Oh, I'm there. Yeah, Hellboy by Lil Peep, but you guys don't.
What,
really
is that
listen to
your
Lil
old?
Peep. Yeah,
That's
my
your old?
That's my old, yeah.
What?
That's not
probably-
old, is it?
That's not.
Yeah,
old.
it is. It
I
is.
nearly said that's not effing old, but look at self-control. I learned it last
well,
Wednesday.
Nigel,
Do you
guess
want me
what?
to
The
go
show's
older?
called Fuck That's Loud, mate. Get over yourself.
Would you want me to go older?
No.
Nah,
how old
it's
is
fine.
Lil
Leave it
Peep
at that.
album?
That's fine. That's it.
Like 2000s, like noughties.
Yeah, fuck that, man. Sorry, there we are. It's kicked it off now. I'm angry. No, it's
Yeah, that was when he was still a SoundCloud rapper, and he kind of his
You always will,
album
mate.
called Hell. No, he kind of.
Yeah,
What are you
I'm
talking
joking.
about?
I'm joking.
Yeah, no,
I'm joking.
It wasn't a dig. I know. No, yeah, that album was all on SoundCloud, and then it recently got released to Spotify. So I kind of had a chance to listen to it whenever I wanted. So I could never find it, but I class it as an old song. So
Yeah. Well, nice. Yeah, I'd say it's old as well.
What's your Unheard?
Unheard.
Hurry up.
Ooh.
The clock's ticking. I always go well American. I can't help it.
I guess song called Coco Mango by MF Doom featuring Flo Fils.
Flo Fils. Cool.
Or no, it's a Flo Fils remix, I think I see. But yeah, I've always been a fan of MF Doom.
So
I
that's
just
your
like his rapping
Unheard.
style.
I'll check that out.
That's my
myself.
Unheard, yeah.
All right. Since you're here, Dan, as well, you're gonna have to get involved. What is your new, old, and Unheard? I know you're very much put on the spot. You haven't had any time to think about it at all. Actually, to be fair, neither have we.
No,
just
even the
thinking
rules.
as
I
well.
think it's better setting it up in front of everybody, so then everybody has the explanation of the lines we're setting. Do you know what I mean? So now we know for future. Every time we ask people, we can explain the rules to them in advance, and everybody that listens doesn't need to hear the rules again. You all know how it works for the future.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for new, Bring Me just released a new album, printed, didn't they, this year, which is like mental. So I think that whole album in general really is just a banger. But Dear Diary, I think off that is actually
That's your favourite song we're talking about from this new album, right?
Parasite Eve, that's still pretty. That's new.
I
isn't
think
it?
Parasite Eve is the most epic.
Yeah, I just
Is
think
that a song or is that the
released-
album?
That's the song. The album is called Posthuman.
Post-survival horror or something.
So yeah, post-horror human survival or something like that. Anyway, that was all. It was going to be one of mine.
That was the single, wasn't it?
No, it's like a long EP.
No, I mean for the Parasite
But
Eve.
yeah, no, Parasite Eve was
Was it-
one of the singles before,
Right.
and then they released Teardrops on the release of the new album.
Teardrops.
That's
probably.
such a good tune, man.
Yeah, it's just because they came out a bit before the album dropped, didn't they? So I was
Yeah.
thinking all the newer songs, but yeah, Teardrops. That whole album in general though.
Because you
is
love all the
definitely
new stuff as well as the old stuff.
Yeah,
don't
but
you?
Bring Me are probably like my favourite band, man. Like
They are your favourite band,
I
you
think
say?
so. Just like they've got such heavy music. Like, they go from deathcore straight into like poppy stuff and everything in between. So like whatever mood you're in, you can find a Bring Me album that can suit the mood you're in. And like
I don't know. What are you talking
can.
about?
I
Bro,
agree.
they've got,
I agree.
honestly, they have. And then
Scott.
like just they're, I don't know what they're just so good. And even like the poppy stuff, which I'm not as big of a fan of, still like Ollie's lyrics are still dark. Like they're still sick. Like they Bring Me are just so good.
I
They actually
definitely
are.
agree with you on that
Yeah.
one. I think
Literature-wise, I
Bring Me
can't
have developed
disrespect.
into a very big machine. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if people don't want to be part of it, that's fucking fair enough because you think that you like their old stuff more. But
Yeah.
you know, if you like their old stuff, go and listen to loads of other heavy
But this is
bands.
what I mean,
But
like,
Bring Me
I
Horizon
don't-
have also got a massive new anthemic stadium sound. No one else is bringing.
Yeah, but like I do. Don't get me wrong. Like their older stuff, I do prefer. Like their early albums. Is,
Yeah, that's what I'd
what I
say.
go to. But still, their newer stuff, it still bangs. Like I will still put that on all the time. You know what
They've
I mean?
gone a bit electronic now. haven't
Yeah,
they?
but it still sounds good though. Like Ollie's lyrics, like even,
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is. There's just every single song they seem to release, no matter what genre it is, I still fucking love it. So like,
It's just a
yeah,
decent,
and they've got so
solid
much
band.
plus
man.
live, man. Like they are so good. Yeah, it's just hard not to. It's just hard not to love them, really.
Cool. Right. Old.
See this. Because it's what you've been recently listening to, I wish I could say something cool, like Korn or something. But the old music I've been listening to recently has been Blink-182. It's just,
Yes.
I'm just going to get out of the room right now.
Yeah, this-
I just like to point out
but
that-
honestly, like,
No, I'm not
I wish
gonna
I could
say
say
that.
something
I'm not gonna
cool,
say
but I just haven't been listening to any cool old stuff. I've
No,
literally-
Blink-182's cool,
I mean, it is,
man.
but it's not.
They're
When I'm
fucking
coming on
not.
Fuck That's Loud, I want it to be like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Korn.
the
I mean, it's Rage Against the
small
Machine.
things.
Let's not diss Blink-182.
No, I'm just saying.
I
I come
hate
on.
Tom DeLonge with a passion.
It's actually pretty good,
That's a
but
bit strong.
it would have been nice.
Honestly, I had a chance
Yeah, I
to
know
see
what you
Blink
mean,
twice.
yes.
I really don't like him, man.
He
They've got a couple of good songs, but his voice is just not for me, man.
If I played Blink-182 in my mum and dad's house, I'll put it on, the stereo would just start setting on fire, bro. For anybody that doesn't know what I look like for any reason, I happen to be
For any reason.
and everybody else in this room right now.
Excuse to not like Blink-182.
Well, no, don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. I'm just gonna leave that at that before it's
Secret.
I'll tell you another time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So, okay.
Anyway.
Blink-182 is
Yeah, I
your
just
old.
wish it was something cooler than that, to be
bro.
fair.
That's fine.
But it
It's,
is that.
you know,
It's just what it is. What it
yeah,
is. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Rock
Yeah,
show,
I will
tune.
only judge you forever. That's fine.
I just wish,
I won't,
I wish it
don't
weren't
worry.
that, but it is. Can't lie. That's what I've been listening to.
I
at the
love
moment.
Green Day, but I just can't do Blink-182. Shut up, Nigel, man. Green Day are epic, mate. They're a lot more epic than Blink-182.
See, I never got into Green Day.
Well, I like
Blink-182 is
Gucci Mane, so...
I think it's because we were watching
joking.
American Pie, and I was just like, oh mate, that's all I want to listen to, and that's all I've been listening to.
Which one's on? What Blink-182 is on American Pie?
Yeah,
Which one?
I couldn't tell you. We watched.
They're
Me
on
and
their
Connor watched
like
watch all of them.
traditional. They're actually in the
Traditional.
first one, but their music's in the second one. I think their music might be in the first one as well. To be fair.
Oh, okay.
Right, cool. Unheard. Last
See,
one.
this one, I feel like it's probably going to be, I mean, the same as yours, to be honest, Connor. But I think Will and the
Something
People.
that's-
It's got to be Will and the People in it.
Well, that wasn't going to be mine, but actually, well done. I
Like,
mean, they're
I feel-
not unheard, but they are.
I do feel like they are. Like a lot of people would not have heard of Will and the People. I mean, I know our friends would have done, but in terms of like the wider audience,
Well, I
would
don't
not
know.
have
I
known.
mean, in terms of like, they've
That's
actually
very
got
true.
quite a bit of a following, but it's not.
I feel
really,
like not so much in the UK.
Yeah, it's not
though,
so
is it?
focused here. That's
But
the
mate,
only problem.
they've got to be like. I mean, I could probably think of like some other ones, more
Give us
metally ones.
five
but
top five
I'm
songs
gla- I'm
for
glad
everyone
you
to
did-
listen to.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Sorry. Carry on.
What was that?
We were just talking over each other a little bit.
So you're
Right.
saying, is it?
Okay, Dan. So, what's your favourite Will and the People song then?
Yeah, it's got to be Wasting Time. Wasting Time is a tune.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I like it. It's a great track, but it's,
It's
not
just
my
the
favourite.
guitars in it, man. Whenever that comes on my playlist, I just get so happy. Like, I just sing along to it so loud.
I mean, I'd say I love all of their songs, but it's just. I don't know. Wasting Time came a lot later.
gigantic.
Isn't it? Yeah, gigantic.
Banger.
To be fair, that came a lot
It's a
later.
good
and I
tune.
love
But
as
that's a
much-
tune.
Yeah, that is amazing. I love that song, to be fair, man.
Yeah.
But we have a bit of a connection with Will and the People. We love their music, and we've been to see them quite a lot, haven't we? Went to go see them in
Earlier.
Oxford. Went to go see them in Oxford. How many
I
years
don't think
ago?
I was there in
5?
Oxford.
You did. We went to that Rug Fest. Me,
That's
you, and
an
Declan.
Oxford.
That was the first
that
time
was
we went.
sick. We got backstage.
Yeah,
and
we
that
were
was
just
weird.
chilling with them the first time ever, and it was so amazing to us to be able to meet people that we've been listening to for years. And then we see them loads of places. See them at Boomtown, see them at
We
Secret
fucking
Garden
booked
Party.
them.
We booked them in
it
Cambridge,
was
and then we
crazy.
also booked them a second time, and it was cancelled. But we also went to Amsterdam, didn't we, Dan?
Oh, you went to Amsterdam to see him.
That was
man. We
good,
got-
wasn't it?
Oh, and Ben.
Yeah, no,
Ben
it's
came as
I
well.
came too.
Yeah, no, amazing. That was such a good trip. Okay, yeah, I'd say that's a good one for the old Unheard, because lots of
Yeah.
people know about that. Lots of people know sort of about them in our circle. But if
Yeah.
anyone hasn't listened to them, definitely check out Will and the People.
Yeah, so Connor, what is your new, old and unheard? Haven't heard from you yet.
Yeah, I have a couple for each of them, but I'm going to
One.
go with
That's
these
not
ones.
fair.
One each.
I'm not
That's
going to do
fair.
it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
One.
I said
Just
I'm
the
a,
one.
it's only one.
Just
It's
the
only one.
one.
So the new is actually a band called Black Sky Research, which are basically there's a band from Cambridge called Mallory Knox that got quite big a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And they their lead singer started up a new band. And recently I was listening to Mallory Knox and I was thinking, actually, you guys are fucking awesome. And I looked on the lead singer's page and it said that he was the singer of this band. I listened to their first single called Light Up the Sky. Oh my God, awesome. Heavy as hell.
What are
And
they called
then,
again, sorry?
Black Sky Research.
Black Sky Research.
Yeah, so check them out, anyone listening. If you like sort of rock, just sort of a little bit on the heavy side, not really that heavy, not metal, sort of just decent rock music. And then there's another song called Transmit, which I've been listening to a lot more recently, which is epic. So that one, yeah, that's I've been, yeah, that's my new.
Everyone's shouting them out. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely check
That's
them.
sick.
Yeah, see, Dan likes them as well. I got you. I
You got
passed
the
it your way.
answer, didn't you?
And then the old, I'm going to take it real old actually, which is a band I never really got that into, but I have recently got into, which is the Beatles.
Ah.
And I've never really been a massive fan of their stuff, and the more and more I listen to recently, I actually think you guys are actually, I see what the hype is about now.
Yeah.
And the Eleanor Rigby's a song that I've been slamming quite a lot, and also yesterday. The main reason it all sort of came into this was because I was watching the film yesterday,
I haven't actually seen that yet.
which we talked
It's
about
good.
on the podcast that we actually did. I did last week, which is my first ever one that I've ever done. which was called A Proper Chap. Proper Chap's Proper Chat.
Oh, yes.
And we are actually using their very studio right now to record this episode. We've got Ash next
Big
to
up
us.
to them.
Big up Ash. Big up Lewis. Big up Will.
Yeah, actually.
But yeah, no, much appreciated to those guys for having me on. And anyway, I talked about it on there, but it's a good film. If you have, it's basically anyone that doesn't know, it's a film where the Beatles never existed. So this guy is a young musician,
Spoiler alert.
and he finds out the Beatles. No,
Yes,
that's the story.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, there is a spoiler alert, which if you watch Proper Chat, Will gave it away last week. But it's really, really good. Watch it if you can. But it's quite weird to think all the things that wouldn't have happened if the Beatles weren't in place. So they're my old.
Interesting.
And my Unheard are a band called Gekko Club, who are a small little indie band, which we actually met when we went to see Will and the People. Their bass player was in the pub afterwards when we were all
Where was that?
in Amsterdam.
Oh, Amsterdam. Right.
You know the guy with the long blonde hair?
I was quite drunk then.
Anyway, he messaged me recently and said about the band, and I realised actually these guys are awesome. So I've been checking them out quite a lot recently and playing their stuff. I'd go listen to their stuff. Rainbow is a particular favourite of mine, or High Flyer. Check it out, it's good stuff.
And you're on her? Was that your on her?
That was
on
Unheard.
her, yeah.
I'm done, brother.
Yeah, cool.
Now, anyway, I think we need to talk to you a little bit more, Mr. Blackheart.
That's me.
My question is, right, I'll just go straight in with it. It's been playing on my mind. No, I don't know. You got you like all the dark stuff in that, don't you? In the living room home, you got all the skulls and stuff, and you got. So
what have you got?
Hold on, wait, let's explain my living room to the viewers.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
Do you want me to explain it or
No, Dan.
That'd be quite funny if someone else explains it, to be fair.
Okay, let me
get Nigel explain it.
Right, okay, let me explain. Right, so you walk up the stairs, open the door to the flat. Boom, nice. You walk into the living room. The walls are painted real nice, dark. Is it
It's a nice grey, yeah.
Grey, sort of blue, sort of colour. You walk in, there's skulls everywhere, like that. And then there's a massive. There's quite a big crucifix. There's quite a big crucifix in the living room as well. And the last time I went in there, I've seen this crucifix loads of times. I'm like, yeah, cool. But I'm actually Christian. I'm actually Catholic. Just not the best of them all. But still, that's a story. That's a story for another time. But anyway, I walked in. We were about to go for recording. It's the first time we went to meet Dan last week. So we walked in to the right, looked at the crucifix, there's horns on it. I was like, why is there horns on the crucifix? I was like, I'm Christian, I'm Catholic. I was like, I'm not setting a foot in that living room again because I'll probably set on fire. and then so that was that bit. And then Danny Blackheart, who we've got in here as our guest, he was like, I'm actually Christian.
I'm Christian.
I was like, what?
It just looks cool,
I was
man.
like, shut up. I was like, you taking a piss? I was like, you taking a piss? I was like, yeah, I'm Christian. I was like, no, you're not. He was like, no, I promise you I am. He really had to convince me because I asked that question at least 4 times in a row. Exactly like I just did then because I got a bit excited. But yeah, exactly like that. So...
that was the question.
That was the question. You're Christian.
What kind of draws you to all the dark stuff with the kind of the Christian beliefs is what I
think. Well, the Christian thing, I just personally, it could stem from I'd much prefer to wear a T-shirt that had the devil on it rather than Jesus. Not because of my beliefs, not because of what I believe. It just looks cooler. What I'm into, the artwork. I'd prefer to draw a skull over some praying hands. It's just not me. You know what I mean? It just looks cooler. Yeah. Imagine being Danny Blackheart and I'm drawing praying hands on people and little normal crosses the right way around. It just it wouldn't. Yeah, it's
we
not
only like them upside down.
Yeah, it's just not me. But it doesn't mean
the death metal as well.
Yeah, it comes from that. It's just what I'm into. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a Satanist, you know what I mean?
No, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because, obviously we've got the big A1, A2 prints, the ones I mean. Took that to my mum and dad, and my mum was like, "You're not having that in here." I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Well, we're Catholic, and that's dark. That's bringing dark juju almost into that." I was like. It's just art. It's art. It's just down to interpretation.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just art. But That's just how I
No,
see
that's
it.
fair
But I
enough.
think,
I wasn't
like,
having a dig.
with the skulls and stuff, though, I think for me, like, you know, when you walk into some people's houses and it's just like, I feel like I've seen this house like 10 times. It's just boring.
Live,
Like, you come into my
laugh.
living room
What is
and
it?
it's live, laugh, love on your wall. Like, really, bro? Like, of all the things that you could have on your wall.
Death.
No, but like, you know, like, when you come into my living room, like the amount of people
is
they come
cool.
in and they'll just stare and look at all the cool shit. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is cool. I think
It is cool.
Scared people.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I just had the question.
It's just I like, you know what I mean? Because we go to a lot of tattoo conventions, that's where I get a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
that's what I
from.
was gonna say.
So we go to a lot of tattoo conventions, and there's just like all this cool shit that some of the stuff you can't even find on websites.
It was that one. There was where was it? The last one we went
Yeah,
to.
because you were there, weren't you? It was tattoo tea
Freeze.
party.
Tattoo-
Well,
was it Tattoo Freeze?
Tattoo tea party, I think, is when you came to.
Tea
Was it?
party. That was it.
Yeah,
It was tea party.
Manchester.
And
That was
then
it.
got
Yeah,
the little headless chicken.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, the stall of like taxidermy, and I was like, he came back when it's like, look what I've got.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, that's
man.
nice.
Like, who has a little headless chicken in their living room?
Not many people, Dan. Not many people. There's a reason for that.
cool,
Not
man,
many
it's
people can
cool.
catch non-headless chickens.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Black people don't go to things. That's why I didn't.
No,
come
it's
to-
a lie.
I'm
That's
joking.
an
I'm
outright
joking.
lie.
I'm talking from the culture.
That was
You
mad.
understand?
Though.
I'm talking from the vision.
But yeah, no, that was a joke. But
That whole convention, that was mad though, wasn't it? Like, because it had the body paint thing as
Yeah,
well. It was
man.
naked.
Is that the
people
first one that
walking
you
around.
went to?
No, second.
But there was
second.
naked people.
Yeah,
There was, because there was a body paint sort of a competition. So the artists they'll paint like a whole woman, like their whole body, and then they go up on stage and judge them.
Every African dude that
kind of
I've
caught my
ever
eye.
been
I was like,
to
oh,
doesn't incorporate getting naked. Like even when I first
Wait, what?
like what you've just explained there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got to this tattoo convention.
Yeah.
The depth stuff. First and foremost,
And naked people.
like black people. Like I'm African as well. So this is like things like artifacts that like witch doctors would sort of use. People that do black magic. People that do black magic. That's
What?
sort of thing.
Not a headless chicken?
Yeah, you'd be fucking surprised.
No, they
man.
do it there.
Like,
They do it
real
there.
shit.
They take the
It's
head off
crazy,
there.
man. That shit, it bugs me out. I hate it. The thing, I've got a fear of the unknown, and that's the unknown for me. Like for me, I'll just have that mentality going into it, and so would most Black Africans. I'm now your voice. I'm joking. But you know what I mean. But that's
not a
what's up.
thing that you
Nah,
go
man.
see. No,
Nah, not
unheard of. So it's interesting.
Not
isn't
for
it?
me. Not for
Yeah, I
me.
think
But how do you think you'd explain, like, if some Christian, you say, yeah, you
Some Christian.
justify it all in your eyes.
But
No,
look,
listen, because I'd say I'm an atheist.
What
But
the fuck?
I am 100% an atheist. I
Okay,
can't
now,
believe
I'll
that
cut
God's real,
disrespect.
man. That's fucking no
I'll cut
way.
disrespect.
Sorry, I've
Dude,
got to say
shit.
that. My name's Triple Six Steve.
Oh
I stand
my
up for my
God.
beliefs, man. I don't believe in God. Sorry.
Am I
But
just like the
anyway,
formally
coming
announced?
back to my point, how could you explain that is a normal thing, putting horns on a bust of Jesus Christ,
And you're Christian.
and try and justify
I have-
that you're Christian?
No, it's not got like I don't. Like,
You didn't think too deeply into
look,
it.
I had a spare pair of horns. I was cleaning out like, all the
These
skulls and
skulls,
stuff I had,
All
and there
the
were a spare
skulls.
pair of horns behind the TV stand. And I was like, well, I don't want to put them on the bookcase of all the skulls. Oh, there's Jesus there. I'm just going to put them behind Jesus. And
That's
it looks
so
sick.
antichrist.
No, but it
Yeah.
just looks cool. Like it does. It looks cool.
Well, you're getting banished.
It looks
Leave
cool.
now. I'm
Look,
joking.
It's cool.
I'm joking.
It is.
Yeah, mate, I'm not taking
It's
it away. I'm
literally
just
the reason I
curious
do all
what
the
you
stuff-
think an old lady would say if she was like, oh, she come in your house.
Yeah, obviously
you
she probably
know.
wouldn't be too happy, but like my mum is massive Christian. Like she would come in here.
Oh.
Yeah, get
They
them
could
in
open
the
the
door.
door
bro.
and just be like, never mind.
No, it's just
Never
because it
mind.
looks cool. Like all the stuff I do, it's just because I personally just think it looks good.
Yeah,
it doesn't
no,
necessarily
fair
mean that
play.
I believe in anything. I personally think it looks cool. It's nice to look at.
I'm glad
It's
that-
cool, yeah. It's
that's
just kind
great
of
that-
It's just
being,
'cause of that,
it's
it's all it
being
is.
open in your
Yeah, like, I
in your
don't feel
religion, like religious beliefs.
Yeah, like
basically.
I know that I still believe in it. Like me having that doesn't necessarily, like as soon as putting the horns on Jesus, now that means that I'm not a Christian anymore. No,
No,
not at
yeah,
all.
yeah, fair
I just personally think it looks cool. I didn't intentionally mean to put the horns on him, but I had them in my hand. No, okay, that was the wrong thing. No, okay, wrong. I didn't go.
Whoa.
No, I meant like
fell.
I didn't go wake up that morning and was like, I'm gonna put horns on Jesus. Like I just found the horns
Just
and I was
happened.
gonna just put them in my bedroom somewhere, like under the bed. And I was like, oh well, actually they fit pretty nicely behind his head, so I put them there. And I was like, that
Okay,
looks
that's
sick.
fun.
You're gonna stay
Well,
there.
that clears that one up for me anyway.
Yeah, there's at least a bit of explanation.
No,
to it.
no, you're not the devil, boy. Now we just got Steve right here. We got sort him out.
I'm not a devil worshipper. The Triple Six
joking,
Steve is a
brother.
bit of a gimmick because of the dark sort of stuff that I sort of center my music towards. But I'd say I'm a solid atheist. I'd probably say that now.
Man.
Like, there's beliefs that I believe that sort of fall into sort of each different religion. But I don't think I can honestly say, like, have you ever seen
So
Stephen
if you say if you say that,
explain this shit. It's a lot better than me.
Yeah, but if you say that, you're not then fully atheist.
No, I wouldn't say I'm not like them people that are sort of arrogant about being an atheist. I'm not one of them. I just don't talk about my religious beliefs to people. And then, and if anyone has religious beliefs, I'll leave them to it. I'm not going to go up there like, fuck you, God's not real. You know, it's
you're an agnostic then. I got a cream
agnostic,
for that.
probably is a better word to describe it. To be fair.
What does agnostic mean again? Do you know?
Agnostic? Not sure. I don't think. Is it?
Tell you what, I'll get the dictionary up as quickly as I can.
It's kind of open to religion.
Yeah, sort of the in between, isn't it?
Agnostic. I'll tell you in 1 sec.
I know it in
bit
context.
I've got it.
Maybe.
Right, hold on.
It means nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God.
Wait, what?
I think that's.
Let me explain. Right.
So basically, you're basically sympathetic to all of them, I guess.
Yeah.
But you don't actually commit to one.
Yeah. So you're more agnostic.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that.
Okay, cool.
Right,
I've
back
learned
to Danny
something new about
Blackheart.
you. I like that.
Away from the death, more towards the hobbies. Talk to us about some extreme sports, Dan.
Oh, that's me.
You love
man.
it.
Like,
A certain festival, perhaps.
oh yeah, we might get onto that a bit later.
We'll
But
get
yeah,
onto that in a bit.
yeah, BMX, man. Like, that's just been a part of me for years. I think that if it wasn't for that, like BHP potentially might not have been a thing because that's where it all started from. That's where it all stemmed from. Like Bar Hill Skate Park. Like,
And what happened to Bar Hill Skate Park?
RIP. Yeah, you know what I mean. Got taken down by the council. Like that skate park, man. Like you can't put into words. Someone who doesn't ride or skate would maybe just think it's a skate park. Like no skate parks get built around here that are like the size of that. Like it was made out of wood for one, which is just mental. And it was so big. Like we had a 9-foot quarter pipe there. Where do you see anything like that? Like around here now?
That was built by people there, wasn't it? It was. I think it was just a little 8, and then they put a grind box on top of it, and they made it into the actual thing. But so I've been riding for years. Like. It's just fun. It's just sick.
Yeah, you and your brother too, sick as well as
Tom. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate. I used to be so much better than Tom, and
now
he's a beast, man. Like it's like I do backflip. Tom does a double backflip. You know what I mean? It's just what's the point? Like,
but he can't draw on iPads.
I do a 360. He does a fucking 360 double bar spin.
Is that resi or?
No, Tom double back. Oh yeah, but I mean. If you did a backflip onto Resi, you'd still be like, oh yeah, that doesn't count, Tom. Yeah, it doesn't count.
That's crazy.
No, of course it does. That's what I'm saying. You can't say it doesn't count because you're not a Resi. Like, shit, you just did a double backflip.
He's got serious skills, hasn't he?
He's mental.
But you've got skills yourself, though.
Yes, I mean, we're totally different riders.
Yeah,
like,
got skills.
Tom's a lot more tech. No, sorry, I'm a lot more tech. Whereas, like, so Tom can do a lot. Tom can do a lot of things that I can't do, and I can do a lot of things that Tom can't do.
So you're more tech. Go big or go home.
Yeah, that's what Tom is. Tom is go big or go home. But man, I just like the older I get, the more scared I become. I never used to be like that. I used to be able to just like switch off and just be like, yeah, I'm going to send it. The older I get and the more I ride, like that, I just become so much more scared. Whereas Tom, you just like do this, bro, and it was do it. Like, I wish I used to be able to do. I wish I was like that.
You think about it more, don't you?
Yeah, but that's what it never used to be a problem. But the older I get, the more I'm just like, oh, bro,
just
I could
drop
really
in and
hurt
go.
myself.
It's called self-preservation. That's what it's called. Self-preservation.
I think I just don't, especially now with my job, man. I can't afford not to hurt myself again now because
to not hurt myself.
Like if I
you
know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's caused serious damage to the old pocket.
Yeah, after we found out at bloody NAS Festival.
Right, okay, so this is the big point that we want to make here.
This is a good
Dan,
story,
do you want please tell the story.
So we've been to NAS 3 times now? Is it or twice?
This
Twice.
was the second time.
First time we went, so it's a BMX and skate festival, lots of music there as well. First year we went, we didn't take our bike, didn't really know what we were in for, and it turned out it was just wicked. There were ramps everywhere. Like, wish we brought our bike. So then the next time we went, we were like, yeah, we're going to take our BMXs, which was sweet. So we all set up our shop and everything, like we were doing our thing. And then on the first day, like the festival hadn't even been open to the public yet. So like literally we'd only just kind of woken up, started jamming. I was getting way too overly confident on the skate park that was pretty much made for skateboards. Hit this quarter, which was made out of a car, like shipping container, like aired it, came back down and missed the ramp completely and just rode straight into the concrete and fucking hit the ground so hard. I remember sitting back up again and just, it was awful. Like, I'd broken my collarbone before and like instantly when I sat up, I knew what I'd done. And then I was just, it was awful. And then, I remember just sitting there and then like, it was really weird. I felt really ill. I remember sitting on this chair and the medical team came over and were like, yeah, come with us. Walked in there, they kind of cut my t-shirt off me and they were like, yeah, that's fucked. And then it was like, do you want to go home, which is 3 hours away, or like you could stay at the festival
for the other 4 days?
But the problem is, they told me that I didn't need surgery, right? So I was like, look, I could either go home on my own, 3 hours, how am I even going to go home? Or I could stay here and just try and long it off. turned out that weekend was probably the hardest weekend of my life. I was actually awful. Like,
honestly, when I saw
was-
him after this has all happened, I've never seen someone so pale in my life. Like, and someone said he's broken his collarbone, and I went fuck off, sort of thinking they were taking the piss. And then I saw him, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's.
Wait, you saw him. What about after the festival when we saw the X-ray?
Five days sleeping in a tent.
Clean
this guy's
snap.
doing, committed to BHP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Just
serious
committed to the
commitment.
co, man. But like, yeah, when we got back, 'cause that's the thing. They told me I didn't need surgery. Got back. First thing I did on the Monday when we got back from the festival was had a shower, went straight to hospital. They were not happy with me at all. Like, it was all green and shit. It looked awful. Did the X-ray. It literally, like, it snapped and bent under itself. It was disgusting. Had to have surgery. Yeah, had to have surgery. So about a week later, went into surgery. Like, had it all cut and put metal plates in it and stuff. Then yeah, that was my summer fucked.
Come on, Dan, come and see Cypress Hill. You have a great time.
No, mate, it's awful. Like, I think it started off, I was so optimistic. Like, yeah, like the boys, they're just going to make a circle around me, like, so that no one can touch me and I'll just jam. But it got to the point where I was like, I just want to sit down and cry. This is awful.
That makes me feel so bad. I feel bad for you.
No, I just tried to enjoy it so much because obviously, like, we were there, but mate, I could not wait to go home. But yeah, it wasn't very
It was
Now it's
not a nice
2019.
experience for any of us to experience.
Peak situation.
Before all of this horrendous wave of COVID that
Yeah, that's
destroyed
2
our lives.
years now. 2 summers I've missed out. I'm owed something big. I am.
You what? Sorry,
I missed out that year because I broke my collarbone. I was like in recovery from that. Oh yeah, next year will be the one. And then COVID comes along. I've literally missed 2 years in my 20s. Like, I'm owed something
Well, next
big.
year we'll smash the festivals, mate.
Yeah, that's the plan.
We'll be out and about.
We'll
Trust
be
me.
doing it. We'll be back.
With BleedEasy, with the Sabotage crew, and also just going for shits and giggles.
Damn
Hey, oh yeah.
So Sabotage, what's happening with it then, man? Let's talk in front of the people.
What's happening? Well, I think we didn't want to be put in this situation, really, did we? Like, we had so many things that we were going to do, and so many like with our venue that we had, like, we could always go there, and it was like we knew we could put on these events and stuff. So having that taken away from us has kind of put us in a bit of a sticky situation. But like, we did say we wanted to kind of restructure and change things, didn't we? Like, we wanted to change how we were going to do things anyway and go more towards the live music, which there is such a lack of in Cambridge anyway.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like, a lot of people are up and coming with the DJs and stuff, which is wicked. But it doesn't make sense for us to be all doing the same thing. Whereas we can, because we have a lot of live music on Sabotage anyway, it makes sense for us to kind of go more towards doing that a bit more, which is sweet. So I think that's kind of, like, it's a blessing in disguise, really, I think.
Go
It's now-
towards what? Like putting bands on.
Putting bands.
And our
I still
stuff as well.
do the DJs and stuff as well, but we now can find a platform to kind of really push the live music, which we weren't doing as much before. And now,
Just
even though
DJs,
this kind
or-
of sucks that the venue has been taken away from us, it now has given us a push to, we have to now start looking for more venues, which would be more likely for us to like host live music and put on stuff like that. So I think it will still work. It's going to be good. Obviously it sucks, but I think like we are going to be back and we're going to be doing, like, it's going to be better. We are going to come back. It's going to be different, but it's going to be fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually can't wait.
If you could bring one band to Cambridge, any band, who would it be?
Off the top of my head right now, honestly, Malevolence in Cambridge, man. Like, I think off the top of my head, man.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. Or not, nah.
Malevolence.
Malevolence.
So Malevolence,
Yeah,
I presume, are, well, I know.
Are they
but
metal as
for
well?
everybody else, yeah.
Is
I
it
imagine
death?
there's some serious heaviness.
So it's called Beatdown as a genre. It's like a...
I know
I'm not gonna do
about Beat Down. My friend Lou from uni used to love. Well, no, it wasn't
you love
Beat Down. It was
Gent.
Gent. It was Gent. Lou loved Gent.
Slam, innit? Oh no, it's not.
So
It's
a
Malevolence is quite
Beatdown
slam.
is like when it breaks, it's like a
That's
lot.
more like.
It's a lot more chuggy and slower. Whereas when you
They're
get like a
good. They're actually
breakdown,
pretty good.
has
You'd hate
really
them, but
technical
they're
sort of
pretty-
like
Right.
guitar-y bits and stuff in it.
Who
Whereas
does
Beatdown's
Counting
quite-
Worms?
Counting with Not Loose now again. Now.
Not Loose, yeah.
They're
more
probably
slam,
one of my
innit?
favourite bands, yeah. I mean, I still think it comes under like
They're
that
heavy
Beatdown.
as
It's just a
fuck.
bit slower and chuggy, but mate, seeing Not Loose or Malevolence coming to Cambridge, I would cry.
Fair play.
Can I just change all of that?
Yeah, please do.
Bring me the horizon in
Yeah,
Cambridge.
it's not going to happen, Dan. That's the reality.
Yeah, bring me the horizon in Cambridge. Like, imagine bringing me in Portland after 200 people. Oh
Yeah,
my
okay.
God.
But I don't think that's their right setting, really, is it? I think they'd be
No,
better
you just
in,
asked the
on
question.
Midsummer Common
You-
for free.
You just asked the question. I was just
Corn
answering it.
Exchange.
Yeah, that'd be good. It's quite small though, really, isn't it?
Bring the
compared to
horizon in
you
my
can play
living
like
room.
O2 and shit like that.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously.
That's a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
different, see.
Motorhead still used to play there. didn't
Yeah, they did every
they?
year.
It's a quite a staple.
I'm quite glad to
venue.
say that I actually saw Motorhead, which is quite
I'm very sad. I didn't.
quite a privileged position to be in, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Right, talking about metal, Dan, your favourite fucking thing in the world. Fucking see, I said it again. I tried to keep the swearing to a minimum, but I feel like there's been a few.
What's the podcast called?
I'll keep going. You keep swearing, and I'll keep going. I'm joking. Next episode, I'm going to say, I'm joking, a lot less.
Right, that's it. We're all learning on this learning curve, so we'll write something on the wall next time to remind us. Please don't swear that you're live on Channel 4.
Channel 4? Why 4?
What's that your go-to?
Well, that's what they used to say in Big Brother, isn't it?
Live on Kiss.
DJ. Right, okay, so Dan, heavy metal, you love it. Guess what?
Oh God.
We're going to make your dreams come true on this very show right now.
You get to scream, motherfucker!
So each one of us is going to get a go at seeing how this is going to go. So you're going to get an intro bit of music. So Ashley, producer Ashley at the moment,
Show
give
us the music.
Play.
Show us the music.
I want to scream.
Right, we can all hear it. Wait, no scream. No scream. That's where it'll be, okay? Right on that drop, okay?
Wait, what?
So just when the music
Can someone else
stops,
go
you've
first,
just
then?
got to scream something.
Oh, right, I thought we were doing it like putting something onto a beat.
No,
Scream.
so like a breakdown. So when the music's going to drop,
What
and then you're
happens
going to...
then?
I'm not going to do it right now.
warm up.
Sorry, right, okay. Yeah, you haven't had a chance to warm up. Yeah, right, let's all...
Someone
Right,
get some ice cream.
You got... Right, what are we all going to say?
I'm just going to say, oh
I'm
my
not
God.
gonna
really
say-
fucking
Oh my
loud.
God. Asking Alexandria style.
It's just go to, isn't it?
What
fair.
did you say? Is there something to do with death? I missed
Can someone else go
No,
first?
so- oh my God.
Can someone
Which
else
is
go first?
basically... That's not...
Connor, you can go first.
Well, I don't want to...
I'll go.
I'll start.
Wait, so, all right, Connor, you start. Connor,
Right, okay. So I'll give an example. I don't know what I'm going to say. Mustard. I'm going to say mustard.
But there's a bit...
I hope you're ready, download festival. We're taking this shit home right now. Mustard!
That was sick.
Right, okay, I've practiced before.
all
that,
right.
I haven't
but
got
my
a
throat
chance
is
to
now pretty
practice
fucked.
now.
Right, okay, Ben, I think you're... who's next? Who are we playing
Can I go
next?
outside?
Go on, Ben.
I was just going next.
No,
what
you can't
might
go
you go?
outside. What do you mean go
I just want to go outside
outside?
and practice a little bit.
No. That's not...
Wait, I don't scream either. I sing and I
Mate,
rap
are
and
you
I
acting
make
like I
beats.
scream? I don't fucking scream.
That was sick.
I just happen to practice a lot in the shower.
All right, okay, right, Ben, that's your turn. Wait, what did you say?
Where are you from?
What did you say?
Belly.
I said Bloy.
Roy, wait, what am I going to say? So, what, I don't know what to
Pick
say.
something. Don't tell us though. I
Oh,
want it
wait,
to be a
shit,
surprise.
hold on, no, wait, because I need to think something. Do you want to go first, Dan?
This is HybridMP's metal project.
Oh, brother.
Hybrid MP first. Danny Blackheart's the main
shit,
event.
I
Just
don't
a
know.
headliner.
Yeah, but if I knew this was going to happen, I would have fucking practiced.
What would you have done? No.
Talk with him about it.
Sorry. Right.
Okay, go on, I'll try.
I'm looking forward to this. Bad bitches love good.
Wait, no, let me have a go. Wait,
That was good. That was good. I like that. That was good. That was good enough. That was good enough.
Okay,
That was good.
I can't wait to listen to this back.
Right, can I try one more time? I feel like I can do that
I
better.
feel
I
like
got take two.
No, we don't need one. I feel like Nigel can do.
okay.
Nigel can do better.
Was that bad bitches love dick?
That's what's happening. Right, I'm gonna do that again, but better.
Bad bitches love
I just need
dick.
to-
Live at Download Festival.
Just need to channel my inner Jack. But Ashley, count me in.
Bitches love good.
I can't do this shit. Fuck this. That's why I don't do it. Fuck this. Nah. I'm not doing that ever again.
I'm so glad with the enthusiasm.
I think this
we're
should be a
putting,
new thing. You get everyone to come in and try and
No,
practice.
we'll change it up each week to something relevant. But you're a pretty metally guy, you know.
Oh,
you
never
love
again.
death. You got a face tattoo.
My
Right.
throat's fucked. I'm in recording at the
Download
moment as well.
Festival. Are you ready for the main event?
Can I stand up though?
Danny Blackheart.
Yeah, you can stand
Stand
up.
up.
You can
Sitting
stand up.
down.
You can stand up.
It rotates. Careful, don't break
Can
it.
you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on, wait. I've got to get this on video.
Yeah, but no, but
Hold on, there's not even going to be any
what
sound.
if it doesn't? What if it doesn't go well?
Go on. Right.
It's
Okay.
good.
Right.
Nigel's
Okay.
got to take two.
Yeah,
but if
yeah,
it
you
doesn't
can get a
work,
take two
then
if you
I
want
try and
one.
practice, like.
Right. Okay. Ready, Download Festival?
I think so.
Come on, you gotta give it. You gotta give it some.
Got it! Ow! Danny Blackheart is basically the lead singer of Malevolence.
It's fucking crazy that people actually make money of that.
Yeah, but no, you're not into it, mate. They're amazing.
No,
like
I've got respect for it. I couldn't go.
Well done. That's what I'll say. And
I wish I had more practice. Can't lie.
But I'm sorry, but you know, I think it still sounded pretty awesome. Well done.
It could have been better.
Well, next time. Well, there might be a next time.
And also, I want to do the Scream one again. I still feel like I could do better with that.
No,
Scream
your
one.
one was good.
I think you should do your own Instagram
it.
story of doing several different types of screaming.
That's fine. I think I do that. I think I do that. I do that.
So yeah, I guess now it's started sort of getting to the time when we start rounding up the show. So but yeah, so Dan, we really appreciate you coming onto the show, mate. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
It's been sick,
you
man.
liked it?
Yeah, it's been good.
It's our first ever episode, obviously, as well. So anybody that has listened,
Thank you very much.
Like our stuff on Facebook.
Instagram.
Yeah, no, like our stuff on Facebook.
Oh yeah, true so.
Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube. Just keep in touch with us. Send messages to us. Like the Fuck That's Loud page. And yeah, basically just keep up with us. We've got loads of BleedEasy stuff coming up.
Yeah, we've got some 666 Steve coming up. We've got some HybridMP coming up. We've got some PunksVicious coming up. Solo projects are coming up over the next few months. So please keep an eye out for those.
We'll also have our special guest coming up for the next episode released soon. But anyone that actually has bothered to sit and listen to us talk about various different things about our lives, much appreciated. Once again, thank you very much, Dan, coming on. My name is 666 Steve.
I'm Nigel. I am also HybridMP.
I'm just PunksVicious.
Danny Blackheart.
Signing off.